Morning, all. So we're up to Connor Zary. I'm wearing a New Jersey Devils jersey because Vancouver does not have a first-round pick, and this could very well end up being the player that the Canucks end up looking back on and saying that's the guy that we lost in order to get JT Miller. Is it worth the risk? Most Canucks fans will tell you yes, based on what Miller did for the Canucks this year and based on his contract going forward and the fact he's not exactly old. Yes, but there is that risk. Connor Zary's a center, and he's 6 foot, 181 pounds. And if his skating was stronger, I think we'd be looking at a guy who might be pushing for top 10 status. Now, his strengths of his game: teamwork, puck handling, passing, and acceleration. And his overall standing, well, on Hockey Prospect, he's ranked number 20. ISS Hockey has him at 15. NHL Central Scouting has him at 15 amongst North American skaters. Elite Prospects has him at 25, and Bob McKenzie has him at number 22. So really, he could go anywhere from 15 beyond. But again, with his skill set, maybe somebody takes him. Maybe somebody says, you know what, we can work with this, and he's a good enough player, and he's got enough heart that we're willing to take a chance. Playing for Kamloops in 2018-2019. 64 games played, 24 goals, 43 assists, 67 points. This season, 57 games played, 38 goals, 48 assists, 86 points. So his goal scoring took that next step. And he's been said to be one of the better goal scorers in the draft. Very good shot and a good overall offensive player. So the interesting thing is, he's seen as being a pretty good prospect, but there are a couple of red flags that cause him to drop a bit. And this is why this happens, and this is one of those picks that we could look back 10 years from now and go, well, they were right, or we could look back 10 years from now and go, wow, they got that completely wrong. They're thinking, scouts are seeing him as probably being a winger in the NHL, which isn't that unusual that a guy plays center in juniors, comes up to the NHL, and they go, and we're going to put you on the wing. Sometimes it's their skating, sometimes they're just not able to run a line at the NHL level. And so that could very well happen with him. That he's listed as a center, he can play center, but he may end up being a winger in the NHL. Very good hands and a smart player. So he does see the game very, very well, which is important because he's just listed as an average skater. That explosive speed you're looking for from a first-round draft pick. That great skater you're looking at when you're looking at most prospects. The top-end prospects, he doesn't have that. And it's one of those things where if not for his physical limitation with his skating, again, I think he could be a top 10 pick. But he's competitive. He's a very hard worker. And again, with Zary, I mean, I look at his overall resume here, and I think, it does seem reminiscent to some of those Devils players back in the 95 and 2000 and 2003 rosters. They always had some really good hard workers. They always had some guys who may not be fantastic skaters, but they could put the puck in the net here and there. And they were very competitive and very good along the boards. And that's the word on Zary. He was a first-team All-Star in the WHL this year. The talent is there. But the question mark with him is that skating. So this one's a relatively easy one today, to be honest. Because almost all the reports had the same thing going on, which was, yeah, he's a pretty good player. We like him. But with his skating, there's probably other guys we have ahead of him. So again, I would think with that third first-round pick, New Jersey can afford to say, you know what? We like this kid. We like his competitiveness. We like his heart. And we've already, we've got that depth down the middle. I think one of their first two picks, they already take a center. And they say, you know what? We can put this guy on the wing. And maybe he's not ready to play now. And he doesn't project to play in the NHL this coming season, but maybe he's ready a year from now, and maybe they could figure out a way to get his skating up to a level that proves some scouts wrong. And it wouldn't be the first time, and we'll see. Again, this is why I think these are interesting videos where I can keep going through the first round, because we can look back years later and say, that scouting report, as interesting as it was, it turns out he's an excellent player, and heart and determination made up for his skating just being on the average level. So we'll see. So let me know what you guys think. If you're from Kamloops, if you've watched Kamloops this year, what did you think of Connor Zary, and where do you think he should go? And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. we have the draft lottery today. The live stream starts today, June 26th at 4:30 p.m. my time, which is 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and it is ridiculously late in Europe, but this is how things work over in North America, where if you're European, you probably have to stay up pretty late to watch stuff. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.